which is a category that I just made up for this event. Usually, Europa speedruns happen in game time. The game starts in 1444, goes until 1821, and it's about accomplishing what you can by the earliest date here. But because we are live,
No audio.
no audio. No audio from what? From me?
Your audio.
Okay, I don't know what happened. It's fixed. It
Cool.
might have been
Yeah.
on. We're
No,
good. All right.
I think it was a
All
tele
right, all
thing.
right. Anyway,
Zero
like I
voice.
was saying, we are live, so we are going to be doing this in real time. It's going to be tricky. We're going to keep up at speed 5 the whole time. Things are going to happen. But because there's a bunch of stuff that happens right at the beginning, and we have a little bit of extra time in the segment, I'm just going to let you know. So as soon as I close this, I'm going to mouse over to the live sprite, start the time. Early goals are we have a bunch of rebellions we're going to put down. Uh, the goal for the run is we need to own. Okay, I'm just not going to pause. We need to own the entire Iberia Peninsula either as our own country or as a personal union or a vassal, and we need to change our country. So when you were playing as Castile, you combine with Aragon, you form the Kingdom of Spain, for example. So that's the goal: is own every province in the Kingdom of Iberia and change our country's name, and that'll be finished. And let's get going. Let me start the live split now, if I can pull it up.
And 3, 2, 1, go.
Uh, well, I don't see live split going, so I guess maybe we'll start without live split. Don't know what that's
Fog of
about.
War is twerking.
There it is.
That's
Okay,
pretty
got
awesome.
it. Can you guys hear the game?
I think that happens if he alt tabs.
Yeah, we're
But
good.
yeah, no,
I
we're
think when
good.
you're alt tab,
Cool.
the bong is
Okay.
twerking.
Very loud.
But we're good. It's started. We're
Just
going.
hit the wrong button. Sorry for twerking again. Okay, so what we're going to do is, first off, we're going to start friending Navarra and Burgundy. We are then going to maximize our speed, but before we unpause, we're going to claim some crown land. We're going to make friends with the clergy because they give us religious diplomats and culture, which helps our revolt risk and also helps us make friends with Navarra faster. We're also going to be friends with the burghers, get some money from them because it's a cheap loan. Oh shoot, I missed the loan. Where's the loans? Indebted. Perfect. Okay. And then we are going to start building 3 ships. Let's just do 4 because sometimes it doesn't quite count with 3. This is a non-deterministic run. You got like stuff randomly changing sometimes. There's random events, and it does not work the same every time. So we're gonna go now. We're running. We're unpaused.
All right.
I can't handle all
We're gonna
these
start
events.
seeing a bunch of events pop up.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm gonna change so that I'm not paying attention to any of these countries because I cannot handle seeing all these events.
um, and that's just kind of how the game goes. Is there's gonna be a ton of events. We're on 3 times speed. Um, and so Carrie's run is going to be very impressive and
General
very
is what? Pee pee poo poo.
pee pee poo poo.
Okay,
And there's the event.
cool. We've recruited
All
General Pee Pee
right.
Poo Poo. He kind of sucks, but he's not terrible. And then, okay, so this event is we're gonna stand with the king here. This event, there's like a civil war. It's being fought by Portugal and Aragon are sort of like funding different rebels in my country, and we decided to stand with Aragon because when we do that, we get an event later, Isabella of Castile, which gives us Isabella as an heir, historical figure. Isabella and Fernando historically united the peninsula, and this is good because there's an event that pops up if I have a female monarch and Aragon has a male monarch, or vice versa, then the Iberian wedding happens, which means that we just get married and their country becomes mine.
Yeah,
So,
basically we just get a quarter of our goal done, just like
exactly.
that. Real
Yeah.
easy.
Okay. So I just completed a mission which gives me claims on Granada, and in February 1448, we will be able to declare war on them. So that's good news. Burgundy is be nice for them to be allies with us and married because their king. There's a chance that we might just inherit their country too, which is useful but also tricky in this run. If it doesn't happen, it's fine, but if it does happen, that'd be great. Okay. So what happened here with Navarra is Aragon has already Aragon has already made them into a vassal state. So this means that I won't get Navarra until I get Aragon, which again should happen pretty fast. Oh shoot, I forgot to name that guy. We'll have another one. So now we're going to war with Granada. The important thing here is we need to make sure that since Portugal didn't join this war on our side, we need to make sure that either we call Portugal in immediately or that we are besieging all of these provinces, because Portugal will sometimes declare a separate war on Granada and come in and try and like take their provinces while I'm trying to take them, and that's a huge pain in the butt to figure out later. So we got to make sure we get them all for this run.
Do we have time for a donation?
We do.
I believe we do.
Alrighty, we've got a $16.36 donation from Burgers. Here's that loan, basically, boss.
Nice. Thanks, Burgers. Yeah, that really actually saved my butt because it let me. That was a really nice interest rate. You got me the friends and family special. Okay, looks like Portugal did in fact declare war on Granada, but
Exactly what we didn't want, but it's fine.
well, it's fine because we already sieged Granada, but
Yeah.
we can't take all their stuff yet. They won't agree to that. Oh dear, that sucks. So they won't agree because they are allied with Tunis and Morocco, who are very powerful, and we gotta beat these guys up some before Granada will say, "Oh, I guess we're not gonna win." Isabella of Castile, perfect. Okay, so if we hadn't gotten that, I would have had to disinherit. We had an heir called Enrique who really sucks. He's famously bad. All the Europa players hate him, and actually, this reminds me there's some stuff I didn't do that I really need to make this run work out. Because this is Andalusia Palooza, I'm going to take a pause right now. We're going to try and culture convert also to Andalusian, because that's what we do here. That's also part of the run, is we need Andalusian to be our major culture. Okay. Starting to take some of this Moroccan land. If we can take it, it'd be good to do that, but it's not crucial. We can do the run either with or without it. That's not a big deal. We do have to take this guy out because if the rebels take Granada's land, then the land will belong to the rebels instead of to us, and then Portugal will go kill the rebels and take the land, and we can't have that. Stability is really important in this run because there's a bunch of events that trigger civil wars, and the wars are all over when you have both no rebel occupied provinces and also positive stability. So we already had one. There's going to be another one coming up, I think, since we have Isabella as our heir. It triggers when you have a female heir. Okay, we're 100%. We're just going to peace out. They won't. Okay, yeah, we don't need their money. We're just going to take Granada's land, and we are going to take some money. And can we take Tangiers too? Yeah, shoot, let's do it. Why not? All right.
We're doing a little extra there.
Yeah. So this actually will help us later with the culture conversion thing. It depends on like what percentage of your land is the dominant culture versus other things. And so if we take land that's not our dominant culture, that will help us with making Andalusian our dominant culture, which is necessary for the Andalusia Palooza. So we can't, let's take some more crown land. And we're sitting pretty for now. claim Andalusia. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Again, let's keep the Moors because we want to keep our stability up. And now we just sit here until some rebels pop, which they're gonna do. And we wait until Isabel is, I think, 15 years old, 14. We wait until we can retire anyway and put her on the throne. And in the meantime, they've got a female regent in Aragon, and we want to stay male as long as that regent is there, because if it's a queen regent, we actually can just marry the regent and take control of the country, which is super sketchy, but that's the game.
And real life.
And real life, yeah. It's just like real life. Okay, Aragon, actually, let's be allies. And then I don't have to be allied with Portugal anymore, because I'm going to have to go to war with them later. Oh, we're already not. Cool. Alright, so we go kill this rebel stack. Yeah, I don't care about that. I don't... So a lot of these events, they offer you, like, trade-offs of, you know, options might be good in different ways or bad in different ways, and you can choose which one you prefer. For our purposes, we basically don't care. There might be some that are really horrible, but as long as they don't change stability, yeah, sure, let's make them Catholic because we are Spain after all. We gotta have the Inquisition around. But yeah, for events wise, we mostly don't care about that because it's not going to be so terrible whichever one we pick. The consequences are not going to be dire. So the goal is just like figure out if they have a stability loss, and if they don't, then we don't care. And if they do, then choose the other option. Yes, okay, we got Aragon. Let us bind their dynasty to ours. Okay, so I'll open up the diplomatic view to show you guys now. Yeah, that color, Aragon, is ruled by us in a personal union. So what's that mean? That means that now we just have to take control of Portugal, and then we have to change our country's name. And once we do that, then we will be able to. I mean, that'll be check please for us. We gotta wait until this truce goes away, though. So we got some time to kill for now.
I mean, you know what a truce is, right?
Truces are just pieces of paper.
Yeah. That's all they are.
Yeah, but like I was saying about the stability, the Civil War event is really nasty, and yeah, if I was going for like a world record, I'd probably do it. For now, though, well, how much stability do we have? Let's see. Yeah, we don't want to get to straight to -3. One thing we could do though is yeah. I also want to get at least one claim here on Portugal. Ideally both, because if we make their country smaller, then they will be more loyal to me once I take possession of them. And we are going to have to sit around anyway. We need admin tech 10 to form Spain. So we do have some time, actually. Even if we take control of Portugal now, it wouldn't actually be shortening the run to a significant degree. I don't want to pay for missionaries. How are things on the couch? Any donations? Any questions, comments?
Yeah, we got a $42 donation for the
Wow.
Pikmin deaths. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
I think the only bit of feedback as far as the stream is your timer is too big, so it's cut off. We know how many seconds have elapsed since the last minute. But that's about it.
Oops. Oh well.
I think that's just gonna be how it is.
Yeah, I guess so. Meanwhile, James Real and General Pee Poo Poo are laying siege to Malaga. So
Now, did you go with the Spanish spelling of pee pee poo poo, or is this more of an English spelling?
this is an English spelling because that was the option in the poll. But
I see.
if we have another one, I can go with the Spanish spelling.
Palooza brewing.
Technology. Yep. So if we get this, if we get the, let's see, is that going? Yeah, that's fine. If we get this next admin technology, we're going to take religious ideas because that first option there unlocks an additional missionary, and it's important for me to spawn these rebels in the right way. If you do converting, right, the rebels that it's creating are Sunni zealots, whereas without the missionary, it's creating Granadan separatists. The zealots are a little less to worry about, and also by making some of them invest in religious rebels and some of them invest in national rebels, we make the rebellions less bad. Okay, are we ready to go? Shoot. Okay, Portugal decided to ally with some Tunisians, and they're also at war with Morocco. So that's their loss, I would say, because it's time to go to war. Make sure we're taking the right, taking the right casus belli, because if we took the wrong one, we would just spend the next, like, 10 minutes of stream fighting this war, and it would all be for nothing. So it's really important to pause there for a moment. Beloved heir dies. Isabel's dead.
Oh no.
That sucks.
Yeah, yikes.
That
well.
is really bad.
Yep.
Yeah.
Too bad. Turns out it doesn't even matter. Because we already got Aragon.
And are you going to make them your vassal? Is that what's about to happen?
No. So there's a mission. Castile has a mission that if you complete it while you're not allied with Portugal, you get a claim on their throne. So I have declared war on Portugal using the casus belli that has a claim on their throne. And so if I win, I become the king of Portugal, the way that I'm currently the king of Aragon.
Oh, convenient. So you just have to win this war?
Yep, that's
but
right.
you're about to.
I'm about to.
Because, you've got 90% of their country. You just need one more little province, and then...
So actually, one thing I forgot about is they're also allied with England. So we might have to go over and beat up England a little bit, or at least like hang our boats off and blockade them. And let's just go do that. And in the meantime, England didn't join the war. Okay, so it's just these random Moroccan countries. Meantime, let's convert some more culture provinces. People like to make fun of this culture conversion as just genocide. There probably is some genocide involved, actually, but realistically, you're just converting the culture that the nobility and the rulers of those provinces have, because you don't actually, countries didn't in this time period have the resources to convert the general, like, peasants or whatever, or round them up and kill them. So you're just making, like, the duke of this place act Andalusian instead of Castilian.
A top-down conversion.
Exactly, yeah. It's a top-down conversion process. Granadan separatists, yeah, whatever. Okay, Aragon's over and Navarro over here trying to, like, win this war for me, and I'm ignoring it because I forgot about this country. Whoops.
Yep. So we got all of Portugal. Now we have to destroy all of Portugal's friends.
It's true. Yeah. Burgundy inherited. Okay. This is why you marry Burgundy, is because now I own them. They belong to me. Better make sure that they like me a lot so that they don't try and rebel.
Yeah, that would, I mean, it might be fine this late in the game, but...
Yeah, it might be
Oh no,
fine.
someone's taking over, Portugal.
Yeah, I don't have the manpower. Let me get. It looks like my generals died, so I need general Spanish. Oh, I need a
Yeah,
general
General
Spanish pee pee poo poo.
PP. So
Yeah.
now we're. And so did James Reel. So
James
we're
Real
gonna have
died
to.
too.
Let's
Yeah,
change him after
we're
this.
really our last hope. We're not here big on generals right now.
We squashed him.
Okay, and Burgundy's coming over here and just beating up my rebels. So thanks, Burgundy. Now we don't even have to worry about the rebel situation.
You install it.
Okay, so what do we do? Let's. I'm gonna take some of this land from Morocco because there's a cool thing that we can do if we do this, and that will let us finish the game a lot faster than if we wait for Admin Tech 10. So I'm just gonna take that land.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna peace
That
out
could
with
work.
Portugal, and we're gonna demand that we become their king, union with Portugal, and then we're gonna take these two provinces. So that way they won't get upset and try to leave us, even though they already are doing that. That sucks. Pay off their debt. Okay, now they're good. It's good to be rich. You can just give people money, and then they're like, "Oh, I like you."
That is how richness works.
That's how being rich works. Zamora. No, I'm gonna keep that. Okay, Portugal. We're gonna improve relations with you. We're gonna get that missionary I mentioned. The Duchess of Burgundy died. So now Burgundy is actually just a part of Spain. Easy peasy. I don't know what people who think this game is hard are doing. Can we convert to Andalusian yet? We can. Perfect. Okay, so this is where we're going to actually twist this around. Instead of forming Spain, waiting till Admin Tech 10, we're going to try and become Muslim and restore the Sultanate of Andalusia. So that will actually let us finish the run faster. I was secretly planning this all along. I just thought it would be fun to keep you all in the dark.
Oh, appreciative.
And I'm clicking on these things so fast I don't have time to give anybody a silly name. So now the tricky part though. This is, huh?
Those boats are moving so fast.
Yeah.
Cruising around.
Okay, this guy needs a new leader.
Wonderful. The
Oh,
fabled,
dude, he's good too. He's a powerful general.
the fabled
Very
pee pee
powerful
poo poo.
gen- Pee
Yeah.
pee poo poo.
Castilian becomes the new primary culture. No, screw you. This is Andalusia Palooza. Nope, we don't want that. Sure, yeah, let's take things in. France is big. We don't want France to declare war on us, so we're gonna form alliance with Austria just for defense here. While we wait for these rebels. So the move now, like I said, we're trying to flip and become Andalusia. And the move, yeah, Advent Technology 10. Are you kidding me? We were never going to wait for that. That was always a facade. So the move now is we're waiting for these guys to pop rebels. And then we are waiting for the rebels to just like wander all around the country, converting provinces. And if a majority of my development, here's the development map. So like green is high, this has 15, it's like how much tax and stuff you're getting from these provinces. If the majority of my development is Muslim, then when the rebels win, I will be forced to become Muslim too. I cannot volunteer to do it. I have to make the rebels force me. Which actually means that we're going to have to go up here to all this land that Burgundy gave us, and we're going to have to let a lot of it go as vassals. So they'll still work for us, that's fine. But if they were part of our land, then we would never be able to religion flip. So now they merely work for us, and that's fine.
Which is fine. They're like not even a part of our goal. So
Right, that was kind of an
Right. Yeah,
accidental.
that was just a bonus. So we could even just abandon them completely, and it wouldn't be an issue.
yeah, now we're just getting money from them, which is always going to be helpful for the run.
Yep. Although, do I have any like boats or any guys up there? No. Why do you keep giving me Castilian as the primary culture? I don't want that. It's like these guys have never heard of Andalusia Palooza.
All right, we got a revolt, but the wrong kind of revolt.
Yeah.
Just got to squash the believers down, and we got to let the non-believers
Exactly.
rise, so they become the believers.
Granada. Okay. Tangiers. Can we do down here? These guys? Separatists, separatists, separatists. Okay. So, Malaga is actually the only province where they can be coming from. That's okay. Royal marriage offer from Austria. Sure, that's fine. I don't care if my throne gets taken over by von Habsburgs. I've already done everything I need to with that throne.
Do we have time for a quick donation?
We certainly do.
Alrighty, we have a $1 donation from James Reel. Hey, check please, longtime viewer, first-time donator. I love seeing these great games from my childhood get destroyed, all for a good cause. Much love to the runners, and long live the Sultanate of Andalusia.
Hell yeah. Long live the Sultanate of Andalusia. Thank you so much, James Reel.
That puts us a little closer to our goal, but we still have a long ways to go. So if any donation helps us out, we are
over halfway to the goal.
well over halfway to our goal, in fact.
We are indeed well over halfway to our goal.
We are $246.39 away from our goal. So any donations coming in, please.
Shoot, really?
Please help us out.
We're a lot closer than I realized. Wow.
Yeah,
That's great.
We are very close. So
Yeah, the Babby Sex percent brought in a bunch of donations.
yeah, that was a very funny run.
Very. Yep.
Yeah, big shout outs to our royal prize.
Oliver Prizewell.
Oliver
Yeah,
Prizewell, the
Oliver
prize
Prizewell.
minister.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 50%. So here's the tricky thing is under some circumstances, and I think you usually have to be at war, Portugal and Aragon will love me so much that they'll try and come help me out when these rebels spawn. And I don't actually think that there's a way to prevent that. So we're just going to cross our fingers and hope here. I tried this, I did a lot of practice on this run to figure this out. And it does, like, they will always do it if you're at war. And if you're not at war, they usually won't. But sometimes they will anyway. So we're really counting on that. These guys keep demanding my provinces, and I don't want to give it to them because I need the provinces that I have in order to form the Sultanate. Yeah, just took strong duchies there, which is a thing you can get when you have a lot of vassals. It gives you an easier time having vassals. You know, you'd think that maybe you could get that before you have a lot of vassals, since after you have them, You clearly are managing it okay, but that's not how life works. Just gotta wait. And we are so close here. We're at 70%. It says 2.1 years on average. At this point, because we're past all those civil wars, we actually want our stability to go down. So that event was a godsend. Normally, if you want your stability down, you could do something like declare war without a casus belli. But we can't declare war because if we do, then when these rebels spawn, my vassals are going to come murder them. And we can't have that. We need them to live. Ah, yeah, let's embrace the Renaissance. Perfect. Okay, who do we... Any ideas for naming this heir?
I believe.
If you donate in the
first
next
person
30
to-
seconds, you could name this heir.
Oh gosh. Donate quickly.
I guess I could just leave it up for a little longer. I'm not sure if it will auto-disappear. But it means that I can't use my hotkey for dismissing messages because it'll make this one go away. Alright, so I'm just going to hide out on the other side of the country while these rebels are doing their thing. They have to convert more than half of my land by development. That's the only way that this will work. All right, if there's no monarch names here, then do one of you guys want to name Enrique? What was the other poll option earlier?
I was thinking of Gonzalez.
Gonzalez?
How does that sound?
Like
We just got a donation. Let's see what the name is.
Maybe there's a name. Like Goin.
I believe QQ is the name.
QQ. Okay, my mistake.
QQ.
Or Goin. Goin's fine. Oh yeah. But thank you for your $10.43 donation.
Thank you so much for that.
Making the math really easy. We are $240 away from our goal. Let's see if we can bust this out. Get it done real quick.
Hammer out some donations.
Yeah. Let's get those in. We are pretty close to the... Well, we're not... It's hard to say with this run how close we are, but we're inching away slowly for sure.
It's tragic that it's so hard to say how close we are. But, so if we look at the religion map here, green is Sunni Muslim. That's what we need. And I may have... Okay, 0 months from now. So we're going to have to need a second rebel pop. But... yeah, second rebel pop. So these guys enforced their demands on me. But they did not make up enough of the country's total development. So this is why I took the land in Morocco earlier, was to make that easier. But it did not get to be easy enough. We're going to take exploration ideas and see if we can find the Caribbean, because that's what you do with Spain while you're just kicking around wasting time, waiting for rebels to take over your country. It's very classic Castilian activity. No offense to any actual Spaniards or Castilians in the audience, just talking about this game and playing it. Okay, something was bugged. I was trying to get these guys back earlier, and it seems to be working now. They were just stuck on Tangiers. They didn't want to go anywhere. Yeah, I guess we could get some technology that's kind of maybe important. Not for what we're doing. So one common complaint that people offer about this game is that if you're not playing, if you're not declaring war on people, there's not that much to do. And I have to say I like this game a lot, but that's a totally valid complaint, as you guys can see. We're just clicking all these pop-ups and sitting around chilling and waiting.
Right. I mean, you have a pretty specific agenda, so
It's true.
there's a lot of extraneous things going on. You know, I saw news from Crimea, news from the New World, right? But
Mm-hmm.
you got plans in the old world.
One thing that might be worth doing, so since we don't have, there's a cycle timer on Rebels, and if you look at these guys now, it's like minus 93 because they recently revolted. So we have 5 years, and we could try and take some Moroccan land, which would raise the percentage of our land that's Muslim. We're pretty close, so I don't think we need to, but it would be something that we could try doing in the meantime, I guess. Does Morocco have any allies?
We just got a $1 donation
Whoa!
from Let's Hammer Out some donations from our good friend Hammerhand Lamone. Thank you, Hammerhand.
Thanks so much, Hammerhand.
And the Galactic Emperor Palpatine says Rebel Scum for $1.01. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Galactic Emperor Palpatine. We appreciate the money, and we also appreciate you expressing your devotion to make this run take longer. There's a looming disaster, internal conflicts. Okay, we actually don't want this to start, because that will... Good. Okay. Edit that off. So if that had started, then we would have been having to like fight all these other rebels, and it would have been a whole thing. It would have taken a lot of time. It would have been very distracting, and there's a very good chance that I would have killed the rebels that I want to keep in the process of getting those other guys. Moroccan separatists. That's fine. Actually, Moroccan separatists are here. That means that these guys are done with their revolt cycle timer, and we can start converting them and maybe try and get the Moroccan separatists to become Sunni rebels instead. It's not likely once they're that high, and I think the cycle timer might not just be on a province cycle, it might also be on a like type of rebels. I don't fully understand that game system. I only have 4,000 hours here. You know, I'm still an intermediate player. Cool. Morocco gave up, so we can take all of their land, and this will help because all of their land is Sunni.
Yeah, that'll really help our rebels.
Yeah, so now, let's see, we might be more than half Sunni development now. We might be about half, might be a little less, but any amount that we have helps. And it will help. Oh, yeah, we've discovered Brazil. Look at that.
What are we doing on time, Gary?
I can't see the thing, so
Okay.
let me spaz it out for you guys and check.
Feel free to fix that
Yeah,
timer.
37 minutes. So the estimate for this one was an hour.
Okay. Yeah, we're doing good.
Yeah, actually I can... There you go. Hopefully you can see that timer now.
Just waiting for it to update. Looks a lot better.
Perfect. Okay.
Until we go over an hour. So just don't go over an hour.
Good. Yeah, I won't.
Yeah, no, you're doing really well on time. I'm pretty sure.
You may have stopped the timer also when you tap back in.
Really?
Sorry about that.
It's still running.
Yep, we're back.
Okay. Oh, shoot. The Reformation started already. That was early. Denmark's gone Protestant. Oh no. A new king will rule our glorious
You
nation.
keep going to.
QQ going the second, the first de Trastamara.
Beautiful.
I love it. Okay, okay. Treason against Castile.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, that's too bad. It's a real bummer.
Be a real shame if something happened to Castile.
I know. Okay, Tangiers is gonna spawn religious rebels, but it'd be better. Oh, Enrique. Okay, what are we gonna name this new guy? Q. R comes after Q. Let's name him RR. Going.
Going.
Yeah, it'd be better if we could spawn rebels up there. Oh, Sunni Zealots, cool. Spawned right in there in Toledo, which now has this weird Moorish name, Tula. I wonder if it comes from that.
That was amazing luck you just had with that.
Yeah, that was. It was a little quick. It was not. They were at 80%, I think. But I'm glad that they spawned up there where they have a good chance instead of way down here where they wouldn't be doing anything. I'm going to disable this castle just in case they wander up there. They'll have an easier time sieging it.
So I see that Tula is a city in Genshin Impact. So that's probably what it is.
That must be where it comes from. Okay.
Must be.
Yeah. Such a good game. Even the 15th century Spanish liked it. Everyone likes Genshin Impact. Okay, so are we above the threshold now? Dominant religion in Castile is Sunni. We are not. So we're just gonna keep chilling.
Oh no, heathens.
Yeah, I gotta turn the tolerance of heathens down because it makes unrest higher in provinces with a heathen religion. So in case we have to do another cycle of this revolt pop, and I don't think we will, it will make that cycle be. Sunni Zealots have forced us to submit already. They didn't even do anything.
Wow.
Okay, I think the problem is they siege the capital. There's so many different things. Okay, so next time I can't spawn them in Toledo, because then they will take over the country faster than they will turn the country Muslim.
Which is a bummer.
Yeah, we want them to not take over until they've already made everybody into their religion. Alright. Cool, so these guys, looks like we can, and these guys. Just trying to pick the provinces that don't have that recent rebel spawn timer and pop a rebel up there. Put my missionaries there because missionaries will raise the unrest and they have a chance of converting the rebel spawn type to religious rebels. Just Burger's got some land. Alright. Alright, cool. We're on the way again. And we did successfully change those from separatist rebels to religious rebels. My colonist is building something in Kila. Let's have him build something in the Caribbean instead. I will not devote any time that I'm not going to already spend waiting around, but it'd be neat if we could just get a colonial vassal in the Caribbean popping up.
More swag points, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Let's. Yeah. Got this papal power. We can spend some pope power. Let's just actually put everything into trying to get in charge of electing the next pope.
Yeah, if we become the Pope, that'll help out a lot.
Yeah, because then we can say, you all need to be Muslim now.
Which is the point of the Pope, you know?
The
Right.
Pope's all about that. We keep unlocking these missions just by sitting here not doing anything. Oh, that was from colonizing. I guess we were doing something. Marrakesh rebels are going to spawn. And then we get our Sunni zealots that we're looking for. So let's go put down these Marrakesh zealots. Marrakesh rebels, rather. Cool, we got the Sunni zealots again. They're in Iberia, that's good, that's where they need to be.
Alright. How are we doing on time, do you think? You think we'll make
I think we're probably
Making the
between
best.
40 and 45 minutes right now. And
Well, I mean that's where we're in. How long do you think we got left?
gotcha. Um, I think we'll make it on this rebel cycle. Let me see, what's our 53%. So we're super close.
Okay.
And
Cool.
and if they convert like 2 more provinces, then I think we've got it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
But they're gonna do. So Nevers went home without killing rebels. I was worried about that, but we escaped that fate. I think we're here. Just gotta wait for them to kill this fort. And then go over and besiege Isbilia and Huelva.
Hell yeah.
Wait, Isbilia, that's not a Spanish. It is. Oh, it's an Andalusian name. Normally that province is Sevilla. No, I don't want any of these acts to help out missionaries. I just want to let the missionaries pop Sunni rebels all day long, every day. Okay. Siege Malaga. Come on, come over to Sevilla. Okay, yeah, sure, go slow, that's fine. 53%. Modified by... So this number is not exactly right because there's modifiers that can affect this number that don't affect the actual percentage of the country. But I think if this drops to 49%, then accept demands, no. Sunni becomes the new state religion of Castile. Long live the king.
Long live the king.
All right.
Long live the king.
And now we can restore Al-Andalus. Let's check please.
There it is. Check, please.
Look at that beautiful
Boom.
color.
10 minutes early, too.
10 minutes early.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that was actually it usually happens in half an hour or an hour, so this was an odd amount of time.
Split the difference. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you all for joining me on the Andalusia Palooza, along with QQ going the second, the first, James Reel, and Generals PP Poo Poo and Pei Pei Po Po.
Yeah, let's call this check, please.
Uh,
I
yep.
do have the honor of saying something, though.
What is it?
My good friend, basically boss, it is with great honor that I promote you to the rank of Spanish leader. You've done it. You've shown them all you're the best.
Thank you very much.
Chat's freaking out right now. Check, please. Well done.
Thanks, guys. All right, bag of takeout. If you are ready to take it over for our break, feel free whenever.